Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the Forge World and Games Workshop new releases. I haven't spoken to you like this for a while, so Happy New Year. Hope you had a fantastic Christmas and New Year. We're now into January and there's already been quite a slurry of new releases already from Games Workshop. Lots of rumours, lots of things. We'll go through all of those in a moment. A little bit of news about my channel first of all. I have been getting through releasing all of the final Space Marine Hero videos, the Conquest videos. I'm going through them at the moment. There will be some Blackstone Fortress review videos up, and finally there will be some Orc videos. So they're all coming to the channel over the next few weeks, as well as some Forge World videos, like a few Nemesis Warbringer Titan videos, which I hope you'll enjoy. I hope you'll enjoy all those. I will be announcing the 30,000 subscriber giveaway soon. So, and it's a big giveaway. Hopefully you can all help me get to 30,000 in the next couple of months. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Now is the time to jump on board, because you'll get the opportunity to win a big model. And if you have any friends that haven't subscribed yet, then you know, I'd appreciate putting in a good word about my channel too. I also want to say a huge thank you to all of the Patreons. I know there's been a few things happening with Patreon recently, and because I'm such a small creator, $1 or $2 a month makes such a huge difference to the channel. I've been thinking about ideas for January's Patreon giveaway, because if you are a Patreon, you get put in a draw and you could win a free model every month. It's between Hark and World Claimer and also the Noise Marine. If you want to pick which one out of those two, I know it's another Chaos model, but there will be an Imperial model definitely in February's giveaway. Please do put it in the post. I've got a Patreon post on the Patreon channel. Put it in there, and I will give away either of those two models. Good luck in both choosing the model and in your chance at winning. Let's have a look at the Warhammer community website. Now, there's been quite a few bits of news. We'll go back all the way to the start of the year, which is kind of like the 31st of December. They had some upgrades for the Corridor gang, which are now out, I think. Some new heads and things. Duncan and Peachy did a recap. Obviously, it's, you know, by Games Workshop, so it's very biased, but it does serve quite useful in terms of a recap and seeing just some of the products that they released. And also they have a top 5 things to look forward to in 2019. You got all the Genestealer cult models, which in my opinion looks like a kind of like a brand new full release for them. There's quite a lot of models. I think they are going to be bundling some in kill team boxes, so just bear that in mind. There's going to be like a kill team and Vigilus kind of crossover narrative that they're pushing. There'll be some mysteries from the Blackstone Fortress, so there's going to be some new models, and they announced the Amble miniature and a few other things. There's going to be more and more kill team. Vigilus will be continuing. Sisters of Battle coming out. Age of Sigmar, Bad Moon Rises. We're going to be having a look at those new releases in this video too. And Slanesh models, more spells, and the Soul Wars continue. So quite a lot happening in 2019. They were the top 5 things to look forward to. They have some articles on organised play events, Regimental Standard, a Year of Victories, New Army in Middle-earth, New Army in Warhammer Community, Grand Tournament 2019, quick heads up. They basically said that the 4th of February, price of paints and some of the start collecting sets will change. Basically, paint pots will have a small increase, 20 pence per pot. Is that 10% or so? Probably a bit less than 10% increase. And start collecting sets are going up, but you'll still save at least 20% of buying the contents individual, and in some cases 40%. So there's a bit of a heads up about an increase in paints and the start collecting sets. More heads for Necromunda. Gloomspite Gitz, first horde of pre-orders. We'll be looking at some of those models. Urban Conquest is up for pre-order today, I think, so we'll have a look at that. There was a rumour engine this week. It looks like a flamer weapon. Very interesting. Looks a lot like the flamers from the aggressors. Know your squigs. That's pretty good. You've got loads of different squigs. You've got squiggly beasts. I like the mushrooms with the faces on. Stalag squig. Interesting. Cave squig. Cape squigs. Dice squigs. Obviously. The new dice that Gloomspite released with teeth on, which is awesome. Spore squigs, look a bit like Tyranids. Mangler squigs, which are huge, and then colossal squigs, which are epic. And then you've got an honourable mention, a limping squig. This is basically, I think it's a squig from Blood Bowl, and then they've just used a squig as a ball. So there you go. There was an article about Urban Conquest, the Highest Floors of Vigilus, Warhammer Adventures. They speak to the actors, obviously Billy Piper and David Tennant. Unboxing of 40k Conquest, not a video, but just a load of pictures. They will get round to more videos of unboxings, I'm sure, at some point. How to eat your boots, Middle-earth hobby bingo, events at the Warhammer Citadel, so they're now showing some events there in the American Citadel, which will be cool. Top models of 2018, the top 3 are revealed. The Great Unclean One, Morothai, and the Noise Marine. I mean, I really do like the paint scheme of the Noise Marine, but I think Morothai will probably win it. She is such a stunning model. I do like the Great Unclean One, sure, but I think Morothai will probably win it, but there you go. I can't remember what I voted mine. I think it was probably the Castellan Knight or something boring like that. Gloomspite Gitz, tips from the match play experts. A Mighty Jewel from Middle Earth. I really like this sort of diorama models of Azog and Thorin Oakenshield, and it's quite reasonably priced as well, in my opinion. If you a fan of the Hobbit or Middle Earth miniatures from Forge World, then yeah, it's definitely a nice centerpiece. Urban Conquest, the rules. So right here, it goes through all of the campaigns and things, and the cards. An army showcase, Battle of the Ages, and then breaking news, new models, new expansions, and exclusive reveals. So this is all from the open day, which was, well, it says the 5th of January. So there are loads of pictures, as you can see, of the open day. I didn't attend. I was only there a couple of months before, in November, and I do live about 3 hours away, so it's not the easiest place for me to get to. But this model was absolutely incredible. Another stunning Chaos model. Really looking forward to the Chaos miniatures this time around. Blackstone Fortress, they had something big come in, the Amble. It's difficult to see how big he is, but if we look at the video, I think he's sort of matched up against another. See, first expansion for Blackstone Fortress, already they've got the expansion, so he's much bigger than the robot look, much bigger. So the dreaded Amble look how big he is, incredible. Coming soon, the dreaded Amble. So it'll be a box set. So it looks like you get these 2 little extra bug things. Anyway, for Necromunda, there's also some Ambots, mechanical brutes from the Underhive, which sort of look like Ambles but in mechanical form. They look really cool, and it says they're going to be a plastic kit that builds a pair. So that's pretty cool that they're, you know, releasing new plastic kits for Necromunda, other than like the gangs. Genestealer cults, if you've seen the little video, it's pretty awesome. There's going to be loads of Genestealer cult models. Check these out. Look at these. A cast of new characters. You've got this kind of assassin dude, looks a bit like an elf, dark elf, but his hand is on this statue. You've got this female Genestealer cult. Nice to get a female Genestealer cult model, again with a lovely blade. You've got this kind of acolyte dude with a, you know, dual guns or dual spears. This kind of commander dude. You've got the dirt bikes, which look absolutely epic, and you know, easily convertible to just put normal Imperial Guard on, easily I would say. Then you've got this guy with a sniper rifle, this quad bike, absolutely amazing, with this mining laser and demo charge. And then you've even got, which blew my mind, another bit of scenery, which is a tectonic frag drill, which sounds pretty cool. And yeah, you've got all of the new models right here. Going to be a big release over the next month or two. Kill Team again, Kill Team Arena. It says here inside the expansion, so it's pre-constructed maps, so it's Kill Team but on kind of like a smaller internal kind of scale with doors and things. The models look the same, you know, it looks like you just get Necron models and Primaris. And it says here that will, yeah, Space Hulks or Caverns of an Underground Base. Also Starn's Disciplines and Theta 7 Aquistus, both featuring new commander miniatures and brand new unit for each a brand new unit for their faction, for both Kill Team and Warhammer 40,000. So you get the Gunslinger there with that commander set, and also you get this Kellermorph. That's the Kellermorph Gunslinger, and then the Tech Priest Manipulus there. So they're two sets that I'm gonna get just because of those amazing commanders, and you get a little bit of scenery in there too. I don't really know the prices of these. Maybe they're going to be £30. If they're 40, I think that's pushing it a bit. But anyway, there's the Kellermorph Gunslinger, and there's the Tech Priest Manipulus. Quite a big gut on him. I'm not sure I'm keen on that, but it sort of makes sense when you see that all of his tubes and appendages coming out of there. Then you've got a new kill zone to battle over, which is Sector Frontierus. And there's like a little advert for it with Gunslinger and Manipulus, and that looks like new scenery in my opinion. Well, this kind of closed bunker type thing looks new anyway. Then Age of Sigmar, it kicked off the year with the Mortal Realms in terms of the fungal lunatics, which is the Gloomspite Gitz. Lovely models. I'm not sure I would personally get them, but there you go. Then you've got these in forms of Skaven. I think there's some new heroes. The Aberrant Arc Regent, which I think this one, and the Warlock Bombardier. I think that's a Warlock Bombardier. There you go. And then Middle Earth, we've got 3 Hunters, Gimli, Aragorn and Legolas. And then Titanicus, you've got Titan Death, so going on from the novel, you've now got a new, its first ever supplement. It'd be nice to get a box game though for it, am I right? And then obviously you've got a new Reaver Titan loadout. Blood Bowl, moving on from the Gloomspite Gitz, you've got the team there for Blood Bowl, for Goblins and Orcs, and then a big model for the Nurgle teams, this fetid Rotspawn. So there you go, lots and lots of new releases and things to look forward to over the next couple of months for Games Workshop. I'm really looking forward to see what they've got for Forge World coming. Anyway, that's all the news. Bit of a long sort of video because there wasn't a news and pre-orders video last week. Let's have a look at Forge World, what they've got up for pre-order, and I think it is just the Oakenshield and Zagog. But if we go to new releases, yeah, last weekend we had the different heads for all the 6 Necromunda gangs. Well, except for the Delac or Delaque, can't see the new heads there. And then we had Helmut Wolf and Carla von Kill two nice resin miniatures for Blood Bowl, and then yeah, you've got the different heads separately if you didn't want to buy them in their respective gangs, and that's it. But pre-orders for this week is just the Hobbit, Thorin Oakenshield and Azog. Yeah, £35, not too bad. I was expecting sort of £40 or so, because you get a lot of scenic base for your money. And Zagog and Azog is kind of like a medium-ish model, whereas Thorin is obviously a dwarf. But yeah, quite a nice diorama there, and if you're into Hobbit, definitely worth the money, I think. So £35 there for that. That's the only thing that Forge World have. I've got to remind you that it's worth using your free shipping voucher. I got mine in November or December, I can't remember. I haven't used it yet, so I'll be waiting until well, for another couple of weeks to see if there's anything that takes my fancy to pre-order, and then trying to use it for that, because there's nothing that I'm really interested in at the moment. I'm all Forge World out at the moment, to be fair, but I will try and use that before the end of January. Anyway, let's go on over to Games Workshop, because that's where everything is happening. Look at these. Look at this Gloomspite Gitz. Incredible. If we just flip on over to new and exclusive, and we'll go on to pre-orders. We'll hit the pre-orders first of all, and we'll view all. We'll go high to low, as we always do. So we've got Urban Conquest Terrain Collection, £672. Squigalanch, brilliant, £245 for them. This week's Gloomspite Gitz new releases, £195. Urban Conquest, so this is the new set, going off the back of Vigilus. And I really think Vigilus should have had a box set, but then again you could say, well, Tooth and Claw was the set, and so was Wake the Dead was the set. But either way, they've decided to release Urban Conquest. You've got the rule book, which I think it doesn't say, it's very sneaky, but it doesn't say, it's not a hardback book, I don't think. I think I remember reading it somewhere that it's not hardback. And even more sneaky is it doesn't tell you how many pages is in it. I don't think you can get it separate. We'll have a look back on the pre-orders, but I think I heard somewhere that it was about 100 pages or so. You get a load of cards, and then you get some scenery. I suppose they're all right. I do like the little servitor, and the look. I do like this little servitor with the light and things. And I do like these weird antenna thingies, but everything else is quite straightforward. We've seen it before. But £60, I don't know whether you think that's worth it. Of course, I would love to get it, do an unboxing and show you it all, but not this release. But anyway, that's £60 for the Urban Conquest. Then you've got Loon Boss on Mangler Squigs, massive model, or models. I think you can make the Loon Boss on Mangler Squigs or Mangler Squigs. They're the two sets, look, that you can make. Look, see, there you go. Those are two sets. £50. I think that's quite expensive for what it is. I was hoping sort of for £40, but there's a lot of detail on them. Very active looking models. I mean, I prefer the Mangler Squigs, so look, I prefer that than these. But anyway, £50 for them, for that set. Dankold Trogboss. I think you can make Dankold Trogoth as well, I want to say. Let's just have a little look if we can. Yeah, we can. So £40 for this Trogboss. 55 components. Pretty cool. I love all the mushrooms on him. Attention to detail. It's fantastic. Lovely model, whichever one you go for. That's a squiggly beast though that he's got. Some mushrooms there. Nice model. £40 though. Secta Imperialis Manufactorum. I think finally you can get these cool looking doors and things separate. Look, quite a big piece really. £37.50. You know what, 4, 5 times as tall as a Primaris. Yeah, I mean it's the darker less detailed plastic. Obviously it's the China-made scenery as always, but still, it's another nice piece of scenery that you can use for, you know, kill team or any 40k battlefield, to be fair. Rock Gut Troggoths. You got these ones here. These are quite cool. I like the fact that it's got crystals in it, and then crystals in the weapon. That's really cool. The paint job is fantastic to get those crystals. Anyway, they're £35 for 3 of them. And then you've got Gopper Plusa, which look to be a kit on their own. So they're Moon Clan leaders. Some interesting models. I like these. That's really cool. They're all spaced out. Some with different heads. Come up with a big skull over him. Ugh. This guy will give you nightmares. Ugh, look how freaky he is. Rubbing that mushroom. Or is it I don't know, it's a mushroom with a tongue. Ugh. It's weird. Look at this guy as well. He's not happy. He's got a pot and a fire on his head. That's why he's not happy. Huh? What's he got? Like a toad or something in a bat's wing. That's really cool. You got to hand it to them. The creativity in these models is blimmin' stunning. Look at the bubbles as well. And this guy just riding this mushroom with legs, you know, as you do. Wow. Has he eaten that piece of that mushroom? That's why it's completely spaced out. And then they've got these little minions, these little mushroom minions. Ah, it's really cool. These models, brilliant, aren't they? And there's this guy, or 2 of them. They're all spaced out. And this thing has just eaten something. One of them maybe. Wow, these are freakish models I've ever seen. And then you've got sneaky snufflers. Oh, so these are like squigs that got these noses, look. Hunt out things. Like your spider backpack kind of thing going on there. Full of mushrooms. Maybe they hunt out mushrooms. Sneaky snufflers. Pretty cool models as well. £25 for them. For 6 of them. Death Guard plus paint set. It's a lot of paints though. Dan Abnett Anarch. Gaunt's Ghost novel. Knights of the Empire paperback. I think that was last month. Blood Angels, Complete Raffen Omnibus. Chaos Wastes, Warriors of the Wastes, and a Loon Boss. So this is another one of those new models. £15. That's about right, I suppose, for a single miniature. I'm not sure I really like the moon, but hey, it goes with the rest of the Gloomspite Gitz. Capable combatant. Okay. I think you can only put him in one pose. I like the eyes there and the mushrooms. The mushrooms and the scythe thing is pretty cool. And that's it. Oh, and also Night Fane. So they're all the new pre-orders up for release this weekend. Let's just have a look at the new releases. Let's just see. Okay. Right, they're already sorted. So this was last week. So last week we had, well, Realm of Chaos came out a little bit before, but then you had a Battle Tome Gloomspite Gitz limited edition. That was £50. Bad Moon Loon Shrine. That looks absolutely awesome. £35, but that is the thing you want with your Gloomspite Gitz. If I was going to get them, I'd definitely get one of these with them. £35. Stunning, stunning piece of scenery. That's incredible, isn't it? I really like that. Moving down, you got Squig Hoppers and Squig Herd. I think they're different. I think they're 2 different sets. because they're different prices. But the squig hoppers, look, leaping off of loads of things. 10 of them for £30. Lovely miniatures. Hey, they even come with pre-handles like space hoppers. Awesome. And then you've got the squig herd. You've got some goblins in there as well, look. He's armoured to the teeth, isn't he? Look. But one of them's eating them. Playing some bagpipes. Oh, you've got one banging some drums. That is incredible. Is that him gone? Is he eaten, do you think? Maybe? You sort of want these in your orc army too. I would. Battletome Gloomspite Gitz, £25. It's going to be hardback. And it is... Doesn't say. That sucks. Doesn't say actually how many pages, which sucks. They should have put some pages there. So if you want to find out the pages, you're going to have to go in the store and just flick through it. You got Fanatics, £25. Shooters, £20.50, and Stabbers, £25.50. I think they're the same set, I think, and they're old models. You got Warhammer World exhibition ticket for a family ticket, £20. Interesting. 2 adults and 4 minors. That saves you a bit of money because normally tickets are, I think, £12.50 for an adult. Scraggot the Loon King. I think he's new. I want to say he's new. He's got a new box and everything. Look. Put it in the comments if I'm completely wrong, but I think he is new. The Noise Marine is out of stock. Oh dear. Titan Death, I have that. I'm enjoying that right now. Endless Spells, Gloomspite Gitz, so they've got some spells there for £20. You've got the Squig dice, £17.50. I don't know whether the dice have gone up in price, but I swear they weren't that much. I swear they're in like £12 or £15. Anyway, you've got the Hubris of Monarchia, audio CD, Crimson King in paperback, £7.99, that's good. Exhibition kit ticket for an adult, £7.50. One human aged 18 years or older, so maybe they're selling the tickets online at a cheaper price than actually at the Warhammer World. And then a minor ticket is £5. Interesting. White Dwarf, £5.99. I've done a review of that. So I think I've covered everything, both all of the pre-orders and all the new releases. So I've covered, you know, the new releases, the Gloomspite Gitz new releases before, and also Urban Conquest. Now I think next weekend it's highly likely that we're going to see the first wave of Genestealer Cult new models, and then the weekend after you're going to get the rest of them. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Or we could have some more Chaos stuff, or we could have the Blackstone Fortress upgrade, you know, like the Amble, because there's a lot of noise about that right now. Anyway, what do you guys think of all the pre-orders and the new releases? If you are a big fan of Age of Sigmar, what do you think of these Gloomspite Gitz models? And if you collect Warhammer 40,000, what do you think of Warhammer Conquest? Put it in the comments below as always. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.